Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Churro Marchetti. Website at the top here is usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you would like to, of course. Supportive Oracle cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle cards by Colette Baron-Reid. On the back of the book, there's a website for Colette Baron-Reid. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you want to, or any of the other websites that might be there. There's also a little spot here about the illustrator, Jenna. Feel free to freeze frame and check any of that out if you're interested. Also some websites at the bottom. And just for fun, here's the information on the back if you're interested, and some websites at the bottom of that too. Of course, feel free to freeze frame and do as you wish. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. Is it? Is it fun for Leo? Like, what's going on? I almost hear somebody off to the side saying, oh, it's always fun for Leo. It's always fun for Leo. Okay. Nothing is bad, but I'm also questioning, is there anything for good at the same time? Like, what's real? We need to know what's real. We can't do anything with, I want to say fairy tales. Okay, so if somebody's just giving you a story, or if things just look like they're good, but they're not based on anything that's actually tangible, like, what good is it? We need to know what's actually true here. I think something's hidden. Something is hidden and somebody's hiding it from you. Like purposely hiding it from Leo? Is somebody purposely I feel like they are. Five of Cups, it's like halfway in, halfway out. Judgment, halfway in, halfway out. Yeah, somebody is hiding something from you, but I think the reason they're doing it is because they want control. And they're like, no, Leo, you're not going to have control. But if one, I think you're going the same direction, and two, I feel like I can trust you, we might be able to do something different here. Somebody's holding something back. There's information here. There's definitely information here. Somebody's, like, I keep getting this Six of Swords, but it seems like it's been a while. How do I explain this? To me, it's like there's something, like, it's like I'm on property. Maybe it's somewhere you work, a friend's house, wherever. It's like it's on property. There's something on the property. You just don't realize it's there. Almost like, it's like if you're in a big room, or in a big company, big corporation, there's like this break room that has like a foosball table or something. It's just not everybody knows it's there. It's kind of like that. And it's kind of like, well, if it's a foosball table, I mean, alright. I mean, is it that important? But actually, it's kind of like, but wait a minute, why is it there? It's kind of like that to me, though. It's like there's something there that this person knows about, but they're not sharing that they know about it. Something like that. And at first when I'm thinking, well, if it's a foosball table, who cares? But I'm also getting kind of like, yeah, but if there's a foosball table, it's more about the why is it there? Like, if this is a corporate thing, like, that's there, but wait a minute, why is that there? What else could we do? Like, wait a minute, there's possibilities here. There's something else here that you need to know about. Because it looks very benign at first, but it's kind of like there's a lot of doors that could open. It's kind of like, well, if we could have a foosball table, what else could we have? Like, what else could we have? You just gotta, it's gotta come forward to you. It's gotta come forward to you. Other people do know what's going on here. This is fun. This is a little fun. This is fun. Other people know what's going on here. How do we get them to tell Leo what's going on? Ten of Cups and the Hermit card. This is somebody who already likes you. There are people around you who already know what's going on. They're just not talking. How do you get them to talk, though? I feel like the reason they're not saying anything because they don't see the point in saying anything. But I feel like this is one of those situations where I just gotta kind of like start conversations just randomly. I feel like Leo is actually good at this, but maybe doesn't realize. Maybe you don't realize you're good at this. Just starting random conversations and just see what happens is kind of... I feel like Leo can do that, but just doesn't realize they do that. I almost feel like that happens. Because it's not really a Leo trait. I would normally say that. But Leos aren't shy. And if you want to start a conversation, the trick is to start the conversation and step back and see what happens. Leo's more of a participant, right? You guys usually lead the conversation. You're a participant. The trick is start a conversation and step back and see what happens. And don't direct the conversation. Do not direct it, but just see where it goes on its own. Because I feel like it's there. It's there. It's hidden in the bag. It's almost like this is the 5 of Swords. Yeah, 5 of Swords, which is kind of like the fruitless win. The thing is, it's not a fruitless win, but somebody's acting like, well, what does it matter? I'm not going to bring it forward. But if you get people talking and you see like, well, there's something there. There's something there. The Hungry Ghost is like, things aren't kind of working out right. It just feels like things are never going to work out right. People are wanting something they can't have. And they're just used to the same old. They're not really thinking about what they're talking about. You just got to start the conversation and just let it happen. The trick is to step back, because again, you're a participant. It's not usual that Leo starts a conversation and just sits to the side and sees what happened. The thing is, it's very easy for you to start a conversation. It's very easy for you to start a random conversation if you want to. The hard part, the tricky part, is just to kind of step back and see what happens next. Maybe just continuing it forward, keep that ball rolling, but not direct the conversation. Try to find out where it's going on its own so you can find out what's here. There's definitely something here. There's more for you here. 10 of Pentacles is telling me there's a lot more for you here. Is there something else I should say to help Leo find this? 7 of Pentacles, again, in the Devil card. Oh. The devil went down to Georgia, did he not? Did he not? That doesn't have to be like a bad card, because sometimes it talks about Capricorn energy. It doesn't mean you have to be dealing with a Capricorn, but the contrast between you and that energy is it doesn't that card does not say what it wants. That card does not play into other people's hands. It says what it wants, and when the devil feels like there's something that it wants, that's when things come out of the woodwork. When the devil wants something, the devil will go to great lengths to make it happen and will not give up until they get what they want. The value here is locked behind a door. Is kind of how it feels to me. Somebody here holds a lot of the cards. The trick is to put something out in front of them that they want to get them out from behind that door. I'm not looking to start trouble here, but I feel like be careful what you do to get that devil out from behind the door, because it is the devil. It is the devil. I don't know, you're Leo, you're not afraid of the devil. I know that. But, it's giving me hiccups. Like, again, once the devil comes from out behind that door, they want something, and they don't give up until they get what they want. They can be very monotonous, and they just will not give up. They just will not give up. And the devil is also, because of the energy connected to it, the more you try to push it where you want it to go, the more it's going to hold ground to where it wants to be. It's not an energy you can push and get away with it. The more you push it, the more it holds its ground, the more it's going to push back. It's just one of those energies. Be aware of it. That's all. Just be aware of it. The trick is we want to get the devil from out behind the door to see what else is there. We also, if you keep in mind whatever the devil wants, if you're just going to help the devil get it, you're going to win favor with the devil. But again, you're dealing with the devil. You are dealing with the devil. Be aware of that. You know, the devil plays to their benefit. Always. Always. So if you're willing to give the devil what they want, just be aware that they may take more than you expect. But you can work with this. Be careful of it. I keep the devil analogy. You can deal with this. You have a card here. The death card is going to your side, kind of like, if you see where this is going, and you can kind of like give the devil what the devil wants, and then kind of step away from the devil and let it be what it wants to be. Cool. Think ahead a little bit. Check with other people who have dealt with the devil. See how they've successfully worked with this devil. You'll be fine. Because I feel like this is another piece of the puzzle. The devil's the one who has all the stuff. When I'm getting the devil energy, it doesn't have to mean anybody's bad, but it may be an energy you have a difficult time dealing with, just to be fair. Because I want to make sure I kind of give it the right color. It doesn't have to mean this person's a bad person. It just has to mean that you have a difficult time dealing with it. Dealing with that person, negotiating with them, getting them to go where you want them to go, that type of thing. You know what I mean? But you do have the ability to negotiate with them successfully. You do. Trick is, what do they want? Helping them get it, and make sure you get what you want while they get what they want. You also want to do it during the process. I'm also getting. So if you're going to work with the devil, I know I keep saying that word. Okay. It is what it is. If you're going to, you got to get what you want while they're getting what they want during the same process. So it's like, if they're making dinner, if it's about making dinner, if we're going to use a dinner analogy, you got to get what you want while dinner is being created and cooked before it hits the table. Once the dinner's on the table, the devil's done, the devil's out. You're not getting anything else from the devil. So if you need something from the devil, you get it during the process. While they're busy, while you're helping them make dinner, while you're helping them set the table, that's when they're going to be the most compatible with you, the most complementary to your needs. Once the table's set and they sat down to eat, they're like, I'm eating, I'm done. Whatever you need is too bad, so sad, because I'm moving on. No. Keep that in mind as you're moving forward. You have the ability to have a really good outcome here and to be very happy with what you end up with, whatever it is. Whatever it is, I also get that it's a secret somebody's trying to hold from you. They're just trying to keep it to their advantage. They don't want you to be a part of it. Keep that in mind too. So somebody is trying to keep this hidden from you at the same time, however that adds in. You can get a very good outcome, but you got to be careful because it's like you're going to need somebody's help to make it happen, and the Wheel of Fortune is at play. I feel like that's a very big piece of this too, kind of like before you get too far down this road, the Wheel of Fortune is saying you don't have a guaranteed good outcome. And I'm saying this in the sense of like success, if success is getting what you originally intend, like I want that pie on the sill, that's what I want, you may successfully get that pie. The thing is, you might end up with it on your face instead of in your mouth. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. You may successfully get it. How you get it may be another thing. Like, I wanted to have I wanted that pie on my plate so I could eat it. I didn't want it thrown at me. I didn't want to wear the pie. I wanted to eat the pie, not wear the pie. So the Wheel of Fortune is just like, before you get too far into this, keep that in mind. The outcome is a little bit sketchy. It could be very good. You could end up having a piece of that pie, and that's what you want, and that's perfect. It could. Or you could end up having that pie thrown at you. Just heads up. Heads up. That's all. That's all. That's not much, right? So keep that in mind, because again, I'll say this for the 50,000th time, you are dealing with the devil. So, you don't have to do any of this, by the way. I'm also getting it's kind of like, how much is it worth to you? Leos come in a lot of different shapes and colors and flavors and all the other good stuff. Some of you are going to see this and be like, okay, let's play. Others of you are going to be like, no, not at all. No, thank you, and move on. Totally, like, the point of this is to see it for what it is and decide, like, do I want to be a part of that, or am I just going to go away? And, nah, I have other things to do. Up to you. I feel like they're just trying to give you a heads up. If you get involved in this and you decide to deal with the devil, could be worth it for you, might not be worth the game. Up to you. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.